Hello and welcome back, everyone, to Digimon World 3 on Rocket Rabbit Commentaries. And in this episode, we are continuing our quest through North Sector as, since we have successfully beat Genbu Leader, we can now go to the Kulon Mine in order to access the emergency room. As annotation tells our viewers here, the reason why past Gerdat is actually checking all the tamers in North Sector is because he doesn't know what the charisma breakpoints for the individual tamers in this sector are, and he's really hoping that we could actually show off some of the more powerful card tamers, in the game, without having to show off what are effectively the final boss levels. But unfortunately, no, we don't have high enough charisma to actually engage in the tamer fights, aside from one that we'll be showing off in this part. Hey, Mojimon.
Mojiamon. Or Mojia.
It's Mojia.
Mojia.
The Y is a half syllable. So, Boot Mountain primarily has got fire elemental Digimon on it. Snow Mountain and Freeze Mountain have primarily ice elemental Digimon on them. And oh look, a Flareizamon.
Flareizamon.
No, it's Flareza. Okay, it's supposed to be Flare Lizard, but it's not an L, it's an R.
Fucking letter E usages are really grinding my gears, Mr. Gerdat.
It's supposed to be Flare L Isa, okay? But it's not. It's Flareza.
Like, how many fucking games of Mad Libs did the Digimon name writers have to play in order to come up with these names?
For the first generation, about one.
Name a noun. Now put mon at the end of it.
Yeah.
This is no attention paid to, like, context or surrounding words or sentence structure.
Flareizamon is not one that you can really make that argument against, okay? He is literally a lizard made of fire. Come on.
Oh, Flareizamon.
Yeah.
That's what they were going for Salamander.
No, because Salamandermon is a totally different Digimon.
We're just splitting Hairzamon.
Hairzamon is also a totally different Digimon, Mr. Cloud. Hey, Fugamon. Fugamon, I would argue you actually have some basis for that, because Fugamon is one of the variant Digimon from Ogremon, and Ogremon gets a total of two variant Digimon along with itself. It's Ogremon, Fugamon, and Hyogamon. And they are all based on different styles of the traditional Japanese ogre.
Well, I mean, this mon looks like a caveman.
Well, yes, he does, but that is because he's digivolved from the shaman side of the Ogremon lineage. A bit more civilized, but also with a little bit more spellcasting talent.
Missing Linkamon.
Bigfoot.
Bigfootamon.
No. Mojimon is supposed to be Bigfoot, so.
Sasquatchmon.
Sasquatchmon is a Digimon. I forget which armor Digivolution it is, though.
Compound Wordamon.
Hey, Mitaka. Yeah, Tamer Mitaka is one of the very few tamers that we have the ability to actually fight with right now, and he's got a super-powered Tapermon.
How could something so small and adorable possibly be dangerous?
Well, it's got a lot of physical defense.
Well, we'll see how its attack is. It landed, and it dealt
a decent amount.
Not that much.
I mean, 500 is still slightly less than 1/6 of our total HP, Mr. Cloud. Sure, he's not gonna survive to get another turn, but Now, I don't check to see if we can actually do the card battle against Mitaka, which is something I should have checked for, but oh well.
Well, how was that? Yeah, how do I put this in a way to suggest that you need to get better without hurting your feelings? I have some constructive criticism, Mitaka Tamer. Is you need a bigger roster and you need vitamins.
Welcome everyone to the Elite Four run.
Nice.
All right. This is the first of the Elite 3 dungeons, and past Gerdat straight up does not remember how the fuck to go through Ice Dungeon. There is exactly one correct path to take, and I can't remember what the fuck it is. Even present Gerdat doesn't actually remember what the fuck the correct path here is. I think it's middle, where you're supposed to take the middle path up top, and from there, I think it's right then down, but I honestly don't know. So the big problem that you're gonna end up coming through for this is not only do each of the three elemental dungeons have a boss fight at the end, but these are some of the most powerful wild encounters that we've got access to. Thankfully, we actually have the ability to evade Vikmon's counterattack.
But his regular attack is pinpoint accurate.
Not necessarily pinpoint accurate, but, you know, it is a hazard that we have to consider.
If you have 50 of any one item in your inventory, you probably have too much of that item.
You are very correct on this, Mr. Cloud. I have too many supercharges. I am not willing to gamble with that, though, because, to be perfectly honest, supercharges and power charges are really cheap at this point in the game. So, no, I'm just going to stock up on them so I don't have to go buy them multiple times.
Right, and I appreciate you also, you know, making a PS1 era accurate simulation of what a typical playthrough of Digimon World 3 would look like when you know what you're doing. That we're using save states right now. And when you're using save states, if you find yourself in an unwinnable situation, you just reload the save state and try again. And every time you reload the save state, all the items that you had are still in your inventory.
So, one of these blue teleporters at the very end of the path will take you to Ice Queen. We are going to spend the rest of the part failing to find the correct one.
Yeah, because they're doing the Pokemon thing where once you step on the ice sends you in a straight line pathway to the other side until you find either a dry piece of ground or a wall.
Yep.
You cannot turn. But I don't see any ice blocks on this field.
Thankfully, there are no block puzzles here. But since we don't actually need the additional experience, and the Vikemon would just end up, consuming, our supercharges, we are instead not going to actually fight the remainder of them. I do wish that there was something up there, honestly.
Why is it so? Why do you suppose it sounds like tires screeching every time we go over the ice?
Nah, because our shoes actually don't have as good a traction as they're supposed to, so they squeak whilst we're gliding across the ice.
All right, well, time to put on our ice shoeamon.
No, come on, Mr. Cloud. Ice shoeamon is certainly not an actual Digimon. I mean.
Well, I mean, we have Submarinemon, we got Digimon, we got Bulbmon. Like some of these, like the Digimon is an apparatus. The Digimon is an apparatus of the Digimon World Tamer, like Junior. So they are designed to help out the Tamer in whatever way is their specialty. So at this point, I can conceive of a Digimon that is in the shape of a pair of shoes.
Well, there are a couple of Digimon that are in the shape of a pair of shoes. Specifically, it's Shoshu. Yeah, it's Soshu. But Mr. Cloud, That Digimon does not exist in the continuity Digimon World 3 specifically, because Shoshu is actually tied to the Liberator timeline.
The shoe is tied to the Liberator.
I didn't mean to make that pun, but that's what happened, so. If we were gonna have a Digimon specifically for us to, to deal with the ice physics here, it would actually be Rinkmon.
Ah, Rinkmon, the ice rink.
Well, I mean, he's a blade skater, so.
And he can turn on ice. We already tried going this way.
So, there are 2 paths at the end of most of these pathways, Mr. Cloud.
There are always 2 pathways, Mr. Gerdat.
And I was still
go back to the... Right, so every time we get the wrong one, it bounces us back to that red platform where you could start all over again.
Yep.
Okay, let's try the one on the right now. This
Yay!
one was correct.
Hey, Ice Witch. In the next episode, we will take down the Ice Witch as well as get through the rest of the Elite 3 dungeons. Be safe, everybody.